Greetings and salutations in service to the one I am, Amber Dawn Star, practical mystic, energetic activist, and for over 34 years, master breathologist. Welcome back to my community. Well, here we are. Happy New Year. First day of 2022. Wow. we made it, right? We made it, and I'm so glad that we made it, and that we have something to look forward to this year of being in our love and our light and staying there and doing the things that bring us joy. And these don't have to be huge things. These can be just the simplest things in the moment that bring us joy. Petting your animals. I have a couple cats and a dog that isn't mine, but it might as well be. And they bring me so much joy because, it's unconditional love with the animals. Having a hot cup of Pete's French roast coffee. Yes, that brings me joy. Hot showers. Looking out my window and seeing the river and the birds and the mountains and the stars at night and the moon. All these things bring me joy. And I'm sure you could find some things that bring you joy too that are simple and satisfying and just make you smile. I always attempt to listen to something that makes me laugh before I go to bed, before I go to sleep, so I can take those endorphins into my dream time. Dreams are going to be very important over the next several months. So if you've never done a dream journal, maybe it would be a good time to start. Have something next to your bed so you can write it down the minute you wake up, and just write down whatever you remember. And then you'll be surprised later when you wake up again and read it and go, oh, I dreamt that? I looked at some of my dream journal this morning, actually, and was like, oh yeah, I remember that and what that meant and what that was about. So over the winter, let's just say, dreams are going to be very important, and writing them down and then deciphering them also. There's a lot of dream symbology out there on the internet that you can look up and see. And when you do, everyone in your dream is you, even though, the other characters are playing different roles. It's kind of like non-dream time, too. All those people out there are you, too. What? Oh, no. This is like, what is she talking about? She's talking about that, we're all connected. We're all one. So that, on a larger scale, we are all connected under the umbrella of all that is. So, whatever you do for yourself to help yourself and enlighten yourself, you're doing for me, you're doing for the planet, you're doing for everyone. One of the things that I do is when I do any ceremony, I let whatever I'm doing that helps me, I do that for everyone. So for me, the breath, of course, is probably the most important tool I have and most powerful tool I have in my magic bag. And so when I make an intention for myself and for all that is. So I'm breathing for me and I'm breathing for you, and everyone that isn't breathing, I'm breathing for them. So I make that intention for the highest good of all that is, for everyone to be inspired and to remember the truth of who they are and where they come from, what they're doing here. And the breath, of course, for me is, and for a lot of people, not just me, is the tool that helps me get through all of this and make sense of it all. So when I breathe and I make an intention, I'm breathing for everyone, for the planet herself, who's having a challenge breathing these days, right? If we don't start cutting down all the trees, especially the rainforest trees, it doesn't matter how much money you have, you're not going to be able to do anything with it because you'll be dead. Because you won't have any air to breathe. So, hopefully, this year, being a 6 year, will bring some balance back into the world's view and maybe your own view as to what's happening here. If you can just stay in the knowing that it's all divine timing, that this time on the planet has been talked about for centuries by all the indigenous people, and now we're in it. It's happening. We're actually here, and so let's make the best of this, shall we? Let's do something that allows us to become the best versions of ourselves, which can be pretty awesome considering. I'm very proud of myself. I'm almost to my goal as far as from new moon to new moon. The new moon is in Capricorn tomorrow morning, Pacific time around 10-ish, 10 a.m. I think maybe a little later, but around there. And then that will be my commitment from one new moon to the next to make a video every day. And I have been, even in the most painful times, I have done it. Some of those haven't been very long, but they've been as long as I could and as long as Spirit had something to say. And Spirit is the one speaking through, so please just have a listen and see if any of this resonates for you. Tell your friends. Thank you to the two new subscribers. Actually 3. I got 3 new subscribers last month. Very exciting for me. I know it's 17, considering how many people are following people, that's not a lot. But for me, it is. For me, and I appreciate every single one of you that has subscribed to my channel and is still participating and watching me and listening to this. And I do appreciate it. I'm not really hearing from anybody, so I'm just putting it out there. As long as Spirit keeps wanting me to do this, then I'll keep doing it. Probably gonna take a little bit of a break after tomorrow, doing it tomorrow. I have a few days full of appointments, so I'm gonna probably try to get back to the 3, 6, 9 days. Tomorrow being a 9-day, so that's great. And then about 4 days from yet tomorrow. So shooting for Thursday. We'll see. Maybe I'll just feel like doing it anyway, even with all my appointments. I don't know. This brings me joy. So that's helpful. It's simple now that I know what the hey-ho I'm doing. And that's, I learned something this month. I learned that I could actually do this and have it be relatively well perceived and well received, and that it's not all icky from trying to do it live. So I learned a new skill this month, and I'm very proud of myself. Because all this tech stuff really just makes me a little nauseated. So I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Eve. I hope you had a safe one. I hope you can decide that you're going to do something to make yourself the best version of yourself this year, whatever that looks like for you. Probably some, set up some boundaries, set up some intentions. Certainly the new moon tomorrow is good for setting up intentions for what you would like to see manifest for this month. Of course, New Year's resolutions. but make them so, they're not huge. Well, I mean, or just break them up into bite-sized bits. Especially if you want to stop doing things that you know are hurting you. Your ego's all about it, but your heart is like, this is not working. So all those addictions, mainly, take a look at those and change them. Do something different. Put it down. Walk away. You'd be surprised. Yes, it takes some time once you've done something for quite a while to stop doing it. However, there's a lot of support out there for people that are in the same situations as you are. There's all kinds of support groups for all kinds of addictions. And all you have to do is step out of your comfort zone and out of your ego and find those people, because they are resonating with what you're going through. And that's what you need. You need people that know what the flip-flop you're talking about. Because if you're hanging around people that aren't addicted, which, where are those people? Who are those people? I don't know. Most people are addicted to something. Doesn't necessarily have to be drugs, Those are, the drugs and the food and the sex are like the top three. But, there's all kinds of addictions out there. So, if you're addicted or not. So, do something for yourself, for your highest version of yourself, and check into the support groups that are for your personal addiction or addictions. And be gentle with yourself. Be kind. Be caring. Be compassionate. We're all doing the best we can here. We're all spirit having a human experience. Some of us know that. A lot of us don't. But you do. I know you do. So, please. Yes, boy, I know. Have a great rest of your first day of the new year. And set the intentions that you want to see for this year, and what you want to see for this month. You can make a list and, go through and see how much you accomplish month by month, because you can make a new moon intention list every month. So it's great if you write it down and then you see what you've manifested over the month, which is, then it's working. Proof. You need proof. All right, my friends, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me again. Please tell your friends. Please like and subscribe, and maybe even leave a message. Oh, that would be so wonderful to see for the new year. All right. Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya. In Lakach. Namaste. El Kalimo. Take care. Happy New Year. See you tomorrow. God willing.